Hi, my name's Tom Saxa, and I'm a mentor for Team 997 here in Corvallis, Oregon. Last time I showed you how to build a tester for a spike motor controller using a number of common components. And our plan was to show you how to build a whole series of these testers that you might use in debugging your robot. However, we've decided to take a different approach over the summer. We've decided it would be a whole lot better if you had one tester that did most of the tests you wanted to do all in one compact tester. We've developed something, it's not finished yet, and at some point we hope to have both printed circuit boards and possibly finished testers available that we would sell online at our website. But I wanted to show you where we are right now with this new type of tester that we're calling the Supertester. Okay, this is a collection of the Supertesters that our team has been working on. We've got the very first model in here, and it was using an Arduino Uno as the brain, a two-line LCD display, and a bunch of knobs and buttons and connectors that allow you to connect it to what you're testing. We moved from that to the first fairly finished looking prototype that has the same display and some knobs and things to actually get an idea for the form factor. And then we moved to this model, which is probably very close to what the finished product will look like. It may change a little bit in the setup, but it'll still have an on-off switch, 4 buttons, a knob, 2-line LCD display, and a bunch of connectors on the end that allow it to connect to what you're testing. So that's the basic footprint of what we're talking about here. Let's take a look at what this tester can do for you. Okay, probably the easiest way to show you what the Supertester is capable of is just to run through the menu. And if I turn it on, the very first thing after the splash screen that comes up is the PWM test. And there's both a PWM input and output. If I toggle ahead, we go to the encoder screen where you can test an encoder, and you could also emulate an encoder. There's the spike input and output capability, the ability to read analog signals in, and the ability to read values from an I2C bus. So that's basically what the tester does right now. But remember, this is a programmable device, so over time we can write new applications, or you might be able to write applications yourself if you're familiar with the Mega chips or the Arduino Uno. You could write additional capabilities into the tester and customize it yourself. Now let's take a look at what some of those individual features look like when we actually run them. Okay, I took a little time and connected up a few things to the Supertester so we could actually see it perform at least a few functions here. I'm going to turn it on here and select PWM mode, and you could see that I'm actually in control of this little motor, or the motor controller. I can make it run forward or reverse. You can see right now it says PWM input is not detected because I'm not hooked up to one right now, but if I was, it would be able to tell me what the PWM input was. I can go to the next one, encoder test, select that, and the first choice is encoder monitor. It's going to read encoders rather than generate encoder signals, and if I spin this little wheel, you could see it's reading a forward value and an approximate speed. If I run it in the other direction, it can read the quadrature and tell that I'm going in reverse. So the encoder tester works reasonably well. I'll go to the next function. Actually, we're not going to run the encoder simulator. We're going to go not to the spike test, but I2C test. I've got a small I2C device on here, and if I run the scanner, you can see that it'll find the device and give me the hex address where it is. If I unplug the device, it doesn't find it. As soon as I plug it back in, it finds it again, gives me the address. So it's a nice way to scan your I2C bus. Since this device is actually an accelerometer, I'm going to go to the next function, which actually has a built-in function for reading the accelerometer values. So you can see the values change as I move this around. And we even programmed a fun little thing for the accelerometer where we convert the values into its position. So right now it says I'm sitting upright, upside down, left side, right side, on the end, on the other end. So, like I said, a variety of different things that the tester can be programmed to do. It's still mostly in development, but we're hoping to have this available pretty soon so that you could either purchase one from us or we could have information on how you can build one yourself. Okay, that's about it for the Supertester. I hope I showed you a little bit about what we've been doing over the summer and what this tester is capable of doing. Remember, this is a work in progress. It's not available yet. Keep an eye out on our website for more information when it becomes available. And I guess that's just about it. I'm Tom Saxa for Team 997 here in Corvallis, Oregon, reminding you of the old Yankee saying, use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without. See you next time.